Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today's topic will be Vancouver Canucks' worst three jerseys. John and Shrems, take it away.
There isn't a more diversified group of logos and jerseys in the NHL than the Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, you look through the NHL uniforms list, and it just goes on and on and on with very different things.
Yeah, there is a lot of like jumping back and then jumping forward and then jumping sideways and then all of a sudden, boom! Here's a gradient. And where are we going with this?
Whereas Pittsburgh has had a ton of little changes. You look at the original 6 teams, all those early changes. They're like, no, this is just all over the place, including. I mean, look at what we're wearing already. On the screen already is a mess.
Which means they can't necessarily be on here.
No, this is an embarrassment of riches.
So what's on here?
Number 3, the original gradient. Not to be confused with the Sprite can that I'm wearing.
It's no longer Sprite, by the way.
Sprite remix?
They changed it.
No, you're talking Sierra Mist. Sprite is very much.
Sprite's in a clear bottle now.
Oh, yeah. So, this is a mess. The third jersey, when did they wear this?
They wore this from 2001 to 2006.
Again, one of these jerseys, I'm like, how do they last this long?
Yeah.
First off, it's gradients just don't belong in sports. They just don't. It's not a good look.
No.
Anything where you're displaying flags and jerseys, gradients don't belong. Second, you have all these weird. I mean, look how you want to hold up that sleeve. Look how chunky these stripes are. Both the sleeve stripes and the shoulder stripes. Everything on here is goofy. Why? And then an element that I've only seen a handful of times. Look at the back hem and how long it goes. The mustard cat for the Predators has that same extra long, which I guess Reebok has kind of embraced with how they have the cuts, and Adidas is, but not this long.
No,
this is a full extra. Like, make sure you tuck it in. Like, what is going on here?
I admire them for trying something different. I admire the effort, but at the end of the day, like, this is and it's not a forgotten look. Unfortunately, people know the gradient because there's only been one.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like, I want to say there's like 5 total teams that have ever worn a gradient ever, which is a great trivia question, which is a topic for another video. But like, and it's not even a good, like, from navy to red. It's like, okay, blue to green. There were very related colors. That works a whole lot better than this.
That's a good point.
This is just not. I love this logo. I love the look that went with this. I don't love this.
How does it get worse, though?
Oh, it's Vancouver. It gets way worse. Speaking of gradients, number of teams have worn 2 of them. It's Vancouver.
I stand corrected.
When did they wear this, though?
They wore this from 1995 to 1997.
So 2 years, the original introduction of third jerseys. Shrems, can I get an assist on the other sleeve?
Yeah, if my eyes can adjust to the color of this jersey.
No, that it's also asymmetrical. I also have a hatred of asymmetrical jerseys. It's a check mark. It's meant to go with the plate of spaghetti logo, as it's been so nicely nicknamed, and follow the lines of it. I mean, look, Pittsburgh with the Robo Pen did something similar, but because it's all horizontal, I think it's a whole lot more loved than this.
Yeah, and we talked about this with the new Canucks jersey that came out. They removed the white, and as I'm looking at the monitor here, I understand why. Because you cannot see that says Canucks. That's
yeah, it's a lot more muddy because of the white and gold together. There is nothing positive to say about that.
But it's almost as like they saw everybody else jumping into the third jersey game. Be like, oh my god, what do we do?
And with computers being introduced, everyone being like, okay, find some things computery to do.
Sure.
Gradient. Again.
But
actually first.
But how does it get worse though?
Oh, good food. In fact,
we've never done 2 for a number 1
spot
before.
Everyone knows God. No, this isn't number 1. This is number 2. Because
1A?
Well, 1B. And here is 1A. Now, I always said that this one was uglier than this one because the gold just is so much more brutal. But I make it a habit of wearing these. Like one of the last weeks is going to Ugly Jersey Week.
Yep.
And most of my coworkers just like, oh, he's in a jersey again. Yeah, okay. This one gets comments every time from everyone I run into.
What are the comments?
I mean, is that your graduation gown early? Is that a Brian Boitano like figure skating
going
uniform?
Into the priesthood?
I've heard things more recently with Wakanda Forever. Not wrong. Like there's all like everyone has a like, wow, that is horrible. There is something about it that like this at least feels more hockey jersey-ish this choir robe, very choir
Oh
robe.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my go-to choir robe.
Choir robes. I mean, there is, and with just the V in a field of black, it is so much more garish. And when you wear it, it messes with your eyes.
Yeah.
Like you see it in your peripheral, and they went. When did they wear these, Phil?
1978 to 1985.
Including
long
a Stanley
time.
Cup Finals
Yes.
appearance in
I
1984.
was gonna say they wore these at the pinnacle of the sport, and they got trounced.
No, well, I mean, it was the '80s Islanders. What are
Yeah.
you going to do? But I mean, holy cow, this is a lot. It's bright. I mean, and so all right, you have this Plate of Spaghetti logo here, actually, where it's introduced on the sleeve. The original one, what this one will eventually be customized to. Originally, these sleeve numbers were down here,
Get out.
where they are completely useless. But go ahead, look up the picture. Not you, Phil, but look up the pictures. There are ones with the sleeve numbers down here. It is absolutely obscene. Why? I have zero idea because it's useless. Best fun fact:
Yeah.
the V doesn't stand for Vancouver.
Victory?
It stands for victory.
Of course.
Because it was some 70s, kumbaya, inspirational whatever. We're choking over the words are so ridiculous. To inspire the players to victory. Wow.
Nope. V is for vomit. That's what it's for.
And consider, they went from the nice blue and green to that. Now, flip those around. Put the black out front. God, that's a terrible look. Your monitors are now burning out. Your
And
phone screens, replace your phone screens.
And we were just talking about this. Like, there are other looks in this team that are terrible. Like, just dumb. Like, stick and rink over there.
I hate that logo.
I
That's a whole other conversation. That's a conversation for the best.
Yeah, let's see, Phil.
Stick and rank.
Like, what on earth?
It's a stick. It's a rank. No, it says a C. So okay, sure. Okay, if you say so.
At least make it a goalie paddle or something like.
Maybe a little more.
Maybe thicken up a little bit.
Or when it said Vancouver over the top, and even now without the Vancouver, it also looks silly because everything else is very chunky. I mean, there's just.
Are we even doing a best of?
No, we're gonna have to.
Okay.
Tune in for that. You know where to find us.
Or don't. Like, who knows what's going to be on that list?
It's going to be crazy. He's Shrems. I'm John Phil. Take us out.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and tune in for another episode of Ugly Thirds.